Welcome, everyone. I'm so happy you're here to join me tonight. As you can see on my desktop, I am going to make a card with all these wonderful greens and shades of greens, a masculine card that I promised you. So I will get to that in a few moments. Hop on, say hi. That's how I draw for my card from the previous week, is by all the comments that are on there. So I'm just going to show you this first. If you happen to live close to me in Alberta, I am taking part in this multi-vendor event tomorrow, and we're hoping that lots of you will come and visit us. Even if you just come and say hi, if you're not really looking for anything, we'd love to have you there. So I'll leave that. I'm sure you've seen it on social media and whatever, because I have been advertising it, but I just wanted to bring it to your attention again. And there is the measurements for what we're doing tonight. I will let you take a screenshot of that if you like. If you're joining me and you're going to craft with me, please let me know. I see Pam on here. You are going to craft with me, so that's wonderful. I will try and keep it the right speed so you can craft with me. So thank you again for joining me. My name is Marilyn. I'm coming to you from Spruce Grove, Alberta, Canada, and I love sharing ideas and projects with you. So I do come on almost every Thursday night. And if I'm not here, I will certainly let you know beforehand. So please put it in your calendar, subscribe so you get notice, and let's have some fun together. So good to see so many of you joining me, and I'm going to switch back to my desktop now that you've seen I really am here, and I will tell you a few more things that are happening. Pardon me, that cough always comes, doesn't it? So I have product of the month happening. Well, I don't have it. Stampin' Up has it. And it is Wild Bunch. There are some awfully cute cards going around social media there, so I'm sure you've seen some of them. So to get that in Canada, you have to spend have $100 order or more, then you can buy it for $7. And it is a real cute set. And Paper Pumpkin, as always, each month starting on the 11th, from the 11th to the 10th of the following month, you can subscribe to Paper Pumpkin unless you subscribe for the whole year. And this is what's going to be in the next kit is easy style cards to stand up and display. So it looks like it'll be happy birthday. And as usual as well, July, August, September, then there is some die add-ons that you can get if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. You can't get them otherwise, so just be aware of that. And as always, let me know if you have any questions. I will try and monitor the comments as we go through tonight. I have a number of my team and other demonstrators on here, so if there's questions I can't answer right away and they can, please do so. And I will get started with making this card. So I got this design from Connie Stewart, and I really liked it. This is the one I showed you in the, this is the card I made from the projects I showed you in the invite. And it's quite a neat fold, but it's quite easy. So I'm going to show you a couple. I've made a couple of them, and this one tonight I will make with you. So I'm just going to move these and get started. So thank you, Pam, Tracy, Betty. Good to see you, Betty. Missed you at class today. And before I do leave tonight, I do want to show you the cards we made at the class. We had one of our monthly classes today. And as always, we had a good time. So I have a regular card base here. And I have, this one is 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, and it is scored at a half inch. And I am just going to really burnish that. So yes, keep chatting with each other, please. That's what this is all about, is to just have a great community. I know it certainly helps me especially on these days when it's raining so much in this part of our country. It's like, oh my gosh. So basically I have done the 1/2 inch mark there, and this is going to go like this. This is going to go like this, and then we'll put some innards and some decorations on it. So questions? Anybody else crafting along with us? Like I say, I know Pam is. And Pam's in most of my classes, just about all my classes, and we have so much fun crafting together. So please come along and join us. You can use tear and tape along here if you want. I found the ones I have made, just the liquid glue works fine. So I'm going to put that right in that corner. Pam, I'm going to tell on you today. She said, every time you say there's how this should look, I look up and my glue keeps running. So Pam, I hope your glue is staying where it should tonight and not keep running away. And I'm going to do the same with this one on the other side. And then I'll show you how I did the inside and the decorating pieces. Any of you soccer fans, I noticed on the news tonight before I came downstairs that Canada won their game today in Vancouver. Can't imagine the noise that would have been. And I'm not sure. I have a grandson who plays soccer, but I'm not following this like I do hockey, and I'm not sure where they go next, but at least they won a game. Isn't that exciting? So I'm going to put a contrasting color now, and it's going to cover those tabs that I just put on from the side pieces, like this. And then I have my designer paper cut. I have an inside layer with some stamping on it, and the stamping I've made sure that it's going to be hidden behind the flap, which was the same here. So I'm going to attach it now. There's no reason why I shouldn't. Usually if you don't attach it, it's because you need a layer behind it or something like that. So hello, Marie. Good to see you on here too. I presume you're getting rain where you are. You made a great sale today. Yay me. Good for you. Yes, that's always exciting. Does that mean you sold your farm? I had to ask, Marie. So my next pieces are designer paper, and I have used, I don't remember the name of it, Nature's Walk, which is blues and greens, lots of different shades. So I just picked one that I liked, and as you might have guessed, this will go here, and it can be reversed on the inside, which I think I will do on this time. And then this paper, actually this is cut from a 6x6. That's not going to work. It's got to be this way. So one 6x6 piece of paper, and you can get these 4 pieces. So not today. You're selling your stamps and stuff. Good for you. That's awesome. Always a good feeling, because then you don't feel so bad about looking at the new things that are out, Marie. So we've had lots of rain here. I assume pretty well all over the country. I haven't talked to family in Nanaimo, but I assume that there's some rain happening in the Vancouver area too. So, and then I'm going to do the same at the top, and I have chosen paper. I'll show you with my other samples. Sometimes it's better to have paper that doesn't really have an up and down or a directional paper. That one is really dark. I think maybe I'll use this one on there. So I have been busy getting ready for this sale that's happening tomorrow and the next day. And it is a good feeling. I'm sure you can attest to that as well, Marie, to get sorted through things and know what your closet looks like after getting ready to get rid of some of them. So that's basically your card. Then if you want to put, and I am going to on this one, I'm going to put a couple little flag, I'm going to call them flags because I am going to flag the ends of them. And some ribbon. And I don't have garden green ribbon, but I have peaceful pine, and I was quite surprised when I got it out today that I think it goes really well with garden green, don't you? It looks, to me, it looks pretty much the same. So that's what I'm going to use. And have you seen this before where you cut down the center and then cut from each corner? And that gives you your flagged end. There are punches that we have. If you would rather do it with a punch, I don't know if I have one or not, but I find this easier than trying to line up a punch with a small 3/4 inch strip of cardstock like this. So that's basically what I'm going to do. And I am going to put those together with a glue dot right now. Ah, Bonnie, you agree. Peaceful pine is a great substitution. I was surprised, like I say, when I took that off the rack today and thought, oh, look at that, it will work. And this is Lost Lagoon that I'm using, but I think they make good coordinating colors. So now let's see if I can get this done. What Connie Stewart did was, and she left it on the spool, but I'm not going to because I'm not that talented to tie it when it's there. I'll be lucky if I get it tied, period. I do keep a bulldog clip to hold my ribbon like that. And what she did was just tied a ribbon around here and tied it in a bow. So cross your fingers for me that we can do this with our trusty little reverse tweezers. I'm going to use it as a third hand, like that. And then, and this ribbon is, I think it's the same on both sides. That's what it is. So that you can now, I don't know. Do you think that's too feminine for a masculine card? Tell me. I will trim the ends, obviously. And then my little pieces are going to go in here, like so. So I think once I trim the ends, I think it will be okay. And I used to think those should be the same length, but I've kind of changed my mind over the last few years that maybe they don't have to be. So now I'm going to try some more glue dots. I would do a faux bow. Yeah, that's another idea, Bonnie. I can try that. I can put these on first, though. It doesn't matter, because they're going to go in the same place. Yeah, you've goofed already. I don't believe that because you don't make many goofs. Okay, the faux bow that Bonnie suggested and Marie agreed, I see, would be with a piece of ribbon around. Now, normally a faux bow is put on so that you can slide it back and forth. This one's not going to be because I am attaching the ribbon right there. And thinking of Father's Day, I don't know if some of you are still looking for a Father's Day card. This would certainly do the trick. And you don't have to use the same colors. You don't have to use the same ribbons. So there, and then faux bow in effect is tied like this. Well, this is my version of it anyway. And just put on, so it kind of goes, whoops, either direction like that, or, no, I don't think I can. Pam, what did you do? Because normally this is what we do. And maybe I can. That's better. So, oh, I know. Whoever gets this next week, you'll know that I had to work at it to get it to be there. There, that's better. If it's stuck over the end of it. And because I did that, I am going to add another glue dot to hold all of this together. So otherwise, tell me, how would you hide the ends of that if I didn't do the glue dots underneath there? Whoops. Oh, I really got a frayed ribbon. You could on the back, except the back would show more than on the front there, I would think. So while you're thinking of that, I'm going to show you what I brought out for embellishments and give you a chance to tell me whether I should use the Peaceful Pine dots or these faux bronze pentagons, which is what I used on this one. So I'm going to watch for that and move things over a little. I do have some cards to show you. Like I said, I'll let you know this happiest birthday came from, the inside of this one came from Scallop Blossom. Happiest birthday is from Phrases and Frames. That's fast becoming one of my favorites to be using. I'm not a green lover. Try the dots. No, I like being able to, and hopefully they don't all go flying over like that one just did, or that one. Take it off like that and hold it so you can see. And sometimes you can do it like this, but I know they put them on there so that they stay put till we get them, but I really, oh, now I got all kinds of them. What are those? Dots? or these things that are stuck to my fingers. Pentagons. Let me know what you think. I'm thinking maybe the dots on this one because they are quite bright and oops, that over. I don't know how come it takes so long to get answers, or if you're even putting any there, so I'm going to make that decision. And as we were discussing today, we just never know where to put them, so it's just kind of like, okay, I like that one there. And I've got two smaller ones. I'm going to just kind of fly around until it lands. They came off for a reason. Yeah, maybe I was supposed to use them, Marie. So those are the two made exactly that way, and I was tickled when I tried them. They do stand up. So then I went back to Connie Stewart's instructions, and she said you can make portrait or landscape. So I had this one cut out, and I really like this one too, with the Secret Sea and the phrases and frames set, and it's an anniversary card. I did put just a piece of ribbon around and then a bow here, but it really doesn't stand up. Well, it kind of stands up. So if the standing up part is really something that you must have, you probably want to make them in portrait style. So to carry on with my masculine cards, I want to share a couple with you. This one was a friend of ours, Karen, who did it for a swap we were in, and you can see she put temporary glue so you could take the dad off if you wanted to do something else. But check this out. It's a shutter card. Isn't that cute? And just slowly put it back and it goes back together like that. So that's another masculine one. This is one that we did last week in our Zoom with friends. And it's, what was it called? A card to book, I think it was. Really different technique, but also using our designer paper, which so many of us have. And then today's class, we did this one, which has lots of room to write. And this is another version of it. Same, that soccer paper, which I haven't used enough of. Then we did this fold, which is using designer paper again. And really quite simple. And Pam will attest with that, and Kathy, if you're on here, that once you figured out which side you wanted to show, it certainly was an easy card to put together. So are you going to do the green one? Do you mean this one, Marie? I probably can. If that's the one you're meaning, I will make a note of it. This is another one done that same design. And basically all we did was when we cut this off, we turned it over here and put it over here, the flip side of it. Great way to use the extra pieces of paper. We used the, no, the one that, oh, you mean this shutter one. Is that, sorry, Marie, I'm slow to, this one? Yes, okay. I have done these before, but it'll take me a while to figure out where the instructions are. So yes, I can do that. This is one we did with the product of the month from last month. And it's that thicker vellum, so it's easier to put adhesive on it. There's a couple of those again. And there was one other one I wanted to show you. I don't know what I did with those. This one is a great fun fold, isn't that? Look at all the pieces of that one. And that one as well. If anybody's wanting that one, it will take me a while, but I can figure it out. And I also know the gal that I got it from, so I could probably get some ideas there. So, oh, hi, Maggie. Yes, well, I'm sure you can watch the replay on these, and you can figure them out. And this is the card from last week. And Catherine B., I know you were on here. If you're still here, congratulations. That one will be coming to you. And that's what happens with the cards I make, is the next week I do make a draw, usually earlier in the afternoon, of all the comments, whether they're on the live like you are commenting now, which I really appreciate, and thank you for doing that, and for subscribing and sharing with your friends. And also, if you comment on the replay afterwards, I look at those comments as well. So thank you for being part of my community. I love having you here. And I will try and figure this one out, Marie. I can't guarantee it'll be next week, but it will be coming. And anyone else who has a project like that they really would like to learn how to do, just let me know, because I love learning and doing those kind of things. Thanks again for being here. Have a great weekend. And for those of you around here in the rain, or even Pam, where you are, if you're getting rain, don't be too frustrated. It'll go away eventually. So take care now. Bye.